Is it wet?
No.
Just cold.
A little bit if you sit on the... I know it's against the sun, but if I have the sun behind my
head is going to
back...
be cut off, though.
We move it a bit. Ah! Stop it! Stop it! You're cheeky.
That's good.
How about like this?
Yeah.
This is good. You don't want the head to be cut off.
No, it's perfect.
This.
Sunset.
Nice.
So what are we going to talk about?
Oh, it's already recording.
Is it?
Yeah, it's okay. I can cut that.
Hello.
Wait, I'm not ready yet. What?
Are you ready when you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, you ready? Just go 3, 2, 1. Hello. Maria's blocking the sun.
Yes, I am. But
Yeah,
look at the sunset.
Yeah, there we go. We're not trying to take main stage here. That's the main stage there. No, don't block it.
Okay.
Let them see the sunset, please.
Okay.
Okay, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, it's nice to see Maria too, but the sun's pretty nice. So, hello. Namaste. Peace be with you. I'm Mark.
And I'm Maria.
And this is JuicyMagiK on the daily. So we've retired from regular life, I suppose, but there's no such thing as retirement. I mean, the living entity, the soul, is active by nature, so we want to stay active. But we want to offer our joy. Our offering is our joy every day to hang out with us, to hang out in beautiful places, quiet, simple, peaceful places, as a bit of an antidote to no matter where you turn right now, you'll see chaos, quarrel, confusion in every way, in media, on social media, on the internet. Just a never-ending stream of imbroglios, fighting, quarreling, murdering, killing, destruction, death. And so we're just going to hang out around the beautiful subject matters of freedom, peace, and joy technologies. Inner and outer wealth, evolution technologies, let's call them. We're not evolving so much as we are uncovering and offering to you the opportunity to sit together.
And I will always ask a question.
Maria loves to ask questions.
Yes, I love to ask questions. And Mark will answer, and I will bug him with explaining it more.
Yeah, so, and if you have any questions or comments or topics you'd like to see discussed here and offered, or sometimes we may just sit and do a little transcendental sacred meditation on transcendental sound vibrations, mantras. And I'd like to offer my respects to all of my spiritual masters and to all the beautiful scriptures of the world, in particular Bhagavad Gita as it is, the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Maybe we could read some things out of that too. Yeah. Well, since this will be daily, we're just evolving the format. We just want to start. We want to sit with everyone every day. No more than 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. Enough. You can hang out with us on your lunch break. You can hang out with at recess time if you get a recess. Instead of a smoke break, I know some colleagues when I used to work in a sales office, they used to go for smoke breaks. And I lobbied that I could go for exercise breaks. If they were getting time to go and smoke, then I could go and have time to run around the building or stretch my muscles. So
yeah, but it's also we discuss so many things every day. And I just keep thinking, oh, that would have been a good podcast.
Yeah, and so we as part of our mission or lifestyle,
yeah, I just want to share that.
To share together, just our growing appreciation for the beauty and majesty of God and all of His creation and all the living entities. Nothing in existence is outside of God's domain. And we can take this down the path, all kinds of wonderful things, discussing things like karma. Who are we? Who am I? Identity, function, position. Who is God? How do we develop our relationship? Our genuine relationship with Him? Free from all the temporary labels that get associated with this body and thus end up really causing a lot of division. There's only one team and everything and everyone is on it. Some are leaning into that and some are leaning away from it. So just like the sunlight here is illuminating, we want to share just how wonderful the practice, the sadhana, the practice of Bhakti Yoga, devotional service and love to the Supreme Being. That's our sadhana. Bhakti is evolving, and we want to share that with everyone in the world who wants to join us in nice settings. We're not here to impress you with our looks or our clothes or lavish lifestyle, because we don't really find any happiness in that. We're
Yeah, but also maybe you can elaborate about the importance of a really good stick.
Oh yeah,
you were so joyful today. We went for a walk and you got the stick, and it's just a perfect stick. And we had a funny conversation about it.
Well, it's
so it's not just serious.
It's fun. Yeah.
We really want to have some fun and share our fun with you.
Yeah, the spiritual journey is not a dour one. It's one of a lot of magic and surprise. There's some austerities, obviously. Yagna means to sacrifice. But in this age, the sacrifices are really easy because we're in such a, we have such a short duration of time in our bodies, maximum 100 years. For most people, under 80. And in a lot of developing countries, under 40. 40 is the age of death. When people leave their body, when their body is just used up because of so much stress and poverty. So this is a magic time of awe and wonder, in living in the maw, as we say. The magic awe and wonder in our pause, in our primal, authentic, wild self, which is who we are. We're not wild as in unruly, but there's a certain joy in living in the mystery and magic of God and surrendering slowly in time our bodies, our minds, our hearts, our senses to Him. And really trying to get to the heart of Christ's teachings, which are to love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, the Supreme Person, Abba, as Jesus called His Father, our Father, everybody's Father. The Supreme Being. There is only one God. He had many names, many qualities. Just still the same person, though.
Yeah, and we're traveling to find Him in many different places. So maybe we can elaborate on our travels too.
Yeah, back to the stick. I mean, we got out at a place. We went to an abandoned village in this beautiful rustic area, far away Greece. Apparently there were protests in Athens yesterday, hundreds of thousands of people. All we heard were a few dogs barking up here, but and we're not making fun of anyone. We have found that we find more appreciation and joy and gratitude in life when we're away from crowded places. Things that speed us up, agitate us, we try to avoid them. But we still want to interact and engage and build community around the freedom and peace and joy technologies, like a good stick. So today we also, there was a tree hanging over into the public domain, just overloaded with lemons. And, you know, lemons, we really both love lemons. They're a great part of our diet. They're high in vitamin C, but these are like wild, big, bursting. I mean, they don't look as pretty as the store-bought lemons, but they're so full, so much more full of I'm sure, all the wonderfulness inside. They're so tasty and strong medicine.
Yeah, but I had also to think of the monkeys in India
Yeah.
or in Cambodia. So maybe we can also reflect on the.
Yeah, let's just say a stick is really great for many reasons. You can use it as to hike. I'm older. My body, I like to have a bit of a stability tool. I'm not always. My body has had type 1 diabetes for 30 years, going on my 31st year, and you know sometimes it's not happy. So having a stick is nice, but it's also a great mechanism for defense. You know, sometimes there are aggressive organisms. We never seek out a fight, but we're not afraid to defend ourselves. And it can be good to have a little stick between you and an aggressive dog or monkey who's trying to steal your stuff. We just got back from India, and it was so much to unpack there. What a trip that was. So this is JuicyMagiK. This is part of our, really, it's kind of where we created this brand. We wanted to describe what we really wanted to experience the most. And it doesn't really have to do with money so much or power or fame. But it's more about just being really awake, alive, and aware and juicy, abundant, full of magic. And nothing, it's not like Harry Potter. You know, we're not shooting lightning out of our fingers, but the other day we were appreciating, behind us there was this thunderstorm, and we just to sit for an hour and listen to the thunder and watch the lightning. That was breathtaking.
Oh, and it's the first thing that we do together. I mean, we did some chanting together, but that's the first format we really interact with in front of the camera.
Oh, this time right now?
Yes.
Yeah, so, you know, we're committed now to doing it together. Maria's been a lot behind the camera and doing a lot of the tech stuff, but we just really wanted to sit together and share community, Sangha.
I want to ask my question.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. How much time do we have left?
Not today, but every day I will choose a question, and that will be our starting point.
Yeah.
So you can send me some questions if you want to ask Mark or me or us something specific.
Yeah, and we'll start with the Bhagavad Gita as it is. We're going to read like stanzas from it. There's great purports. Unfortunately, we're very blessed. I don't study Sanskrit or Hindi or some of the ancient languages, but they've been translated by people in our lineage and perfectly, and so we don't have to make anything up. We can just read and ponder, and quite often be amazed at how the very thing we read a year ago is really understood differently this year. So we keep going back. We notice people are looking for solid foundations in a topsy-turvy world. And this is just a place where we can, if you like it, you don't have to join us, you don't have to agree, but if you want to join us in our readings, in some of our meditations, and just being in really quiet, peaceful places. And we'll discuss some exciting outward technologies too, things that we believe are important for even organizations involved in spiritual matters to consider. Things like Bitcoin and other forms of what we see as freedom and peace and joy technologies. They're not the be-all, end-all, but they can augment. They certainly augment, our life and give us more freedom and safety and security so that we can continue to deepen our own practice as long as we're still in these bodies, And so part of that is spending a lot of our time outside. I don't know if you can hear the birds, but they're just... A teacher of mine once said so lovely all the time that everything that breathes praises the Lord. And I think about that person a lot. I met them in 1999, and I don't think there's a day that goes by in my life where I don't think about them and give thanks that they were able to teach me. I didn't understand everything they were teaching me at the time, and I still don't. But so much to appreciate when we come into contact with people who, out of the goodness of their heart, without anything really to gain themselves other than the joy in sharing this transcendental wisdom and knowledge, which comes to us since time immemorial through God himself or his messengers or his incarnations or his avatars and devotees who are spending every ounce of their being engaged in loving service to him. So it's very humbling to be around such people or their works.
I think we're above 10 minutes now.
Yeah?
You're far above 10 minutes.
We said 15 too, right?
Okay.
So more about
we're above 15 now.
Today, the stick. If you can, a friend of mine, Ernie, we used to work in a sales office together, and oh God, I was like always trying to get out of that place. But we would go into the woods, and the two of us would just find sticks, and we would just love having a stick. You know, and I don't know if when you were a kid, but there's nothing like having a stick in the woods. It's like a good companion. You know, if you can't have a dog, then a stick is really nice to have. It feels very Gandalf-esque, you know.
Gandalf-esque.
Yeah, you see sadhus and different people of different traditions carrying different staffs, particularly in India, in Bharat Varsh, the land of Bharat. And I'll never forget the first time I met such people in 1992 in Nepal on Lord Shiva's birthday, Shivaratri. It was in February of 1992. And 33 years later, here we are watching the sunset.
And we survived India.
Yeah, well, there's more on that, but we've been spending a lot of time pilgrimaging around the world, Tirtha, and it's been very hard on our bodies. There's certainly been a sacrifice there, but we want to share. There's lots of stories, lots of fun.
Yeah, we're still a little bit off.
We're still sick from our time, but happy. The body goes through phases, you know.
Yeah.
How do you want to wrap it up, babe?
I just wanted to ask the same question. How do you want to end this? Maybe we find a special way in the next weeks.
Sure. Well, we can end it. Why don't we end it with we'll do 3. It's really an introduction to one of our favorite meditations. It's called Gauranga Meditation. It's a name for God. It means he whose body is more beautiful than molten gold. And it's kind of even though it's Gauranga, it's 4 syllables, Gauranga. And we're just going to do 3 Gaurangas together. You could do them on your own. I mean, spiritual life is very much a personal relationship with God, but it's not a team sport. But sometimes it's nice to engage in transcendental activities together. The more the merrier, you know. And as Lord Chaitanya says, the transcendental river of love is flowing, eternally. It's been unleashed on the world, and it's never ending. And I've heard it said that to plunder the storehouse of love, there's an unending amount of nectarian sweetness and love for God in the storehouse of love in our hearts and through our minds and activities and our actions. So yeah, we'll just we're going to take a deep breath in, thinking of the sound Gauranga, and on the exhalation to the length of the breath, we're going to sing or say or chant Gauranga. We'll just do 3 of those, and that way you've got a little taste of it. This is it's not like some systems where you got to pay more money and get new secret. This is the topmost meditation. Beginners, experts, those that are self-realized fully.
Yeah, the most powerful thing is given out at first.
At first, yeah. There's no mystery here. It's enjoy it. I've been enjoying it for 26 years coming up now, and it's always helping me. Brings me back home. So just come home with us for a moment as we chant Gauranga. Gauranga. Haribol.
It's funny how the cough ends when I chant.
Yeah, we've had this horrible cough since India. The air pollution there was really, really, really bad. And it's such a strange land of paradox, so many gifts and miracles. And
yeah, let's keep that for the next one.
We'll keep that for the next one. Lots of stories.
Thank you. That was the introduction.
Yeah, welcome to JuicyMagiK on the Daily. I'm Mark.
And I'm Maria.
Thanks for joining us. We really genuinely thank you for your being, your time, your energy, and your focus. And come hang out with us anytime, every time we're on. And hopefully we can expand what we're offering over the next year. Thanks for tuning in. Haribol.
Haribol.
Oh, by the way, Haribol means chant the names of God, or praise the Lord, or sing the names of God. Yeah. Chant and be happy.
One
Haribol.
more secret surreal. It's so funny when people answer because they think it's some kind of hello.
Yeah, we say Haribol to lots of people, including people in dog bodies and cat bodies. It's like, I do what I call drive-by Haribols. I love having the window down and I'm hanging out of our van like I'm a dog. And I'm like, Haribol, Haribol. And these goats, they just freeze. So many stories about moose and other people in different bodies, how they react. But you can say it in a way kind of like hello, but Haribol. And it's really nice. It's a reminder of the foundation and essence of our practice, which is to simply hear and repeat and remember God's names, his pastimes, his forms, his characteristics, but primarily his names.
Right. So. Let them go.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Okay.